You guys have any questions? Want to talk about anything in particular? Yeah?
You seem to put your body through quite a hefty workout. What's sort of about
this? I guess. Well, what happens is I use very, very tight pedals, and also the tempos are very high. So, you know, in order to give, and also I sit a little bit higher than 90 degrees. That's high for me. Anything over 90 degrees is high. And usually when you want to push and, you know, want to give some more strength, you know, on my knees so I can keep up the, you know, this is what happens. You can do it at home as well, you know, just place the seat so you're like in the corner like 110 degrees or something, and try to do this. Then push it. The more you push it, you will be like Kollias style. No? So yeah, that's it. That's the reason. Any other questions? Yes?
Yeah, in today's death metal scene, it seems like everyone is trying to go for 300 beats per minute.
I did. I was. Yeah, go ahead.
I just wondered, because a lot of kids seem to be obsessed with speed and, you know, trying to get rather than...
One more time, the last part? You want to know what?
No, I was just saying, like, when is it musical?
Okay.
Is there any point going up to that level?
Of course it has a point. It's fast. Well, it's actually a very... Thank you. It's actually a very nice question. Well, our scene has been, you know, criticized, you know, from many people that it's not musical and blah blah blah. What we do is only speed. You know, I get some questions from people. You know, I see on my YouTube channel sometimes, you know, or everywhere. You know, Drummer World forum, you know, or my forum. Well, actually, not my forum because it's my forum. But some people say, yeah, that's fast, but you know, it's not musical. What about ideas? I mean, what can you do when you play like 280 beats per minute? You know, there's a wall actually on both sides. You can't do much.
No, don't get me wrong. I'm
Yeah.
not a fan.
No, yeah, of course. I'm just explaining. This is a nice opportunity. So, when I play death metal, and I do some of the very usual feels, let me demonstrate some. And there's also the kick going on like, okay? So that's, for me, this is the pulse. If I do this with no kick drum, sounds very weak. Let me show you. Instead of, so that's the thing about the kick. And that's pretty much what we do. You know, the tempo is like so fast sometimes. It's like, we were talking about this yesterday actually, with the guys at Pearl. It's like you jumping from the plane, and while you're in the air, you know, you try to solve like an algebra thing, you know, something. So there is not enough room to think, especially with Niall, since we got all these old-time signatures, you know. Yeah, those guys give me like every time like some like 13 riffs or, you know, 11 or something, so I have to sing the riff, sometimes count, you know, and try to keep up, you know, the blast beats with one foot. It's like, you know, 282 or 280 beats per minute, you know, playing 8 notes on your right foot.
I haven't seen anyone do 300 cleanly though.
I did by accident. Well, I will tell you what happened. There was one band from Italy. Their name is Ade. It's a killer band. They asked me to do a session for their album. So they sent me the stuff, and the last song had some 300 blast beats. So I didn't have time to learn the whole thing and rehearse it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna learn one song or two per day and just record it, okay? So this is what we did, and when I got on the last song, you know, the guy from Ade, he told me, sorry about the 300. I'm like, what? 300, you know? So I never did it again, but you know, that's the thing. I had to do it. I went for it, I just did it.
So on the next record, when are you gonna, is it gonna be out this year, next year, Niall's?
Those guys' record?
No, Niall's record.
Oh, we record at December 1st.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I have no idea. I guess next year, around April or May or something. So, to finish with your question, yes, some people going for speed, but you know, I think the older drummers, we also deliver a little bit of groove, you know, even at those tempos. This is actually why I do all the cymbal work all the time. Like, you know, instead of just staying at the blast beat, like flat blast beat, like. I think, you know, just.
You and Derek are most people use two feet, don't they? You don't like it, you said once on a YouTube clip that you thought it was cheating.
No, I think it's the right way to go for a blast beat. You know, it sounds great, and you push yourself to, you know, nothing's wrong with a 2-foot blast, you know.
No.
Of course, I know some killer players, you know, it doesn't matter, 1 foot, 2 feet. But to me, it sounds a little bit different, and it feels different. Plus, I have my band also, they're like, 1 foot! So I can, you know.
And you use your left foot, can't you, do?
Huh?
You use your left foot as free to do something.
Yeah, sometimes I use my left foot also for practice, you know, depends on the tempo. One day in Seattle, I had my right trigger actually died on stage. I had to play Cast on the Heretic with my left trigger, my left kick drum.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the tightest, but you know, we did the job. First time in Seattle, first tour. Anyways, any more questions? Should we play some more?
Yeah.
Okay, yes?
I was wondering, sort of the offbeat when you have cafe.
Yeah.
Sort of between the snare drums and the hi-hat on the razor.
Oh, should I break it down?
Yeah.
Okay. It's very, very easy. So, it's like this. Give me 1 second. This is a classic Marco Miniman pattern, so there you go. And the other one plays kind of like a marching thing. That was the